tree and now he's dead. Mama, life has just begun. But now I've gone and thrown it all away. That's happened before. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this way again
Okay.
tomorrow,
All right.
carry on. Don't have the bandwidth.
No, we're good.
Oh, yes, we are. We are live on YouTube. Stop singing.
All right. You ready for this?
Yep. Alonzi.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Captain's Quarters, the unofficial Star Trek rewatch podcast where we are rewatching the entire Star Trek franchise, starting at the beginning and working our way through chronologically. We have completed Star Trek Enterprise, a couple seasons of Disco. We watched The Cage. And now we're on season 2, episode 9 of Strange New Worlds called Subspace Rhapsody. The format of our show is me, Gabe, have never watched Star Trek, and my co host Jason has. And so we watch the episode, we talk about it, and I learn a bunch of stuff. Jason teaches me a lot about it,
I don't know what he's talking about.
and we explore all the various connections, and we just have a lot of fun. So welcome, and Jason, make it so. How are you?
I'm good, Captain. How are you?
Very good. Yeah, since last time we were on, a
Oof,
lot has
a
happened,
lot has happened.
but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it feels like familiar. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, even though it's been a long ass time,
Yeah,
over a month.
over a month. I mean, holidays was in there.
Yeah,
Gotta give ourselves.
yeah. It feels like we never left.
Yeah,
We're I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel right at home here in the captain's quarters.
me too. Me too. Happy New Year. Welcome
Happy
to
New Year.
2026. Yep.
Yeah,
And
welcome
Happy
to,
New Year to everybody else. A little belated, I know, but
yeah.
how are you doing and what are you drinking?
Drinking my Whole Foods brand sparkling water.
On brand.
And yeah, how about you? You drinking
Not
anything?
a sponsor, but could be.
Yeah, if anyone knows Jeff Bezos, tell him we're open to sponsors for Whole Foods.
Yeah.
What about you? You drinking anything?
Yeah, I've got some tea off to the side.
Okay. What kind of tea?
Oh, you know what? A plug for a semi-local Granville Island Tea Company.
Okay.
In
Love
In
Grand Island.
Vancouver, yep, Vancouver, BC. I'm in love with their lychee jasmine green tea. It's delicious.
I knew it was going to be something exotic.
Yeah, well.
It's funny, like you introduced me to lychee not that long ago,
Not that long
maybe,
ago, yeah.
and now I feel like I see it everywhere.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I think it's becoming a lot more prevalent in places.
I'm going to give you credit for that. I'm going to say you started this.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's deserving, but anyways,
Anyway,
on with the show.
let's do the synopsis that I steal from memoryalpha.fandom.com. Here we go. An accident with an experimental quantum probability field causes everyone on the USS Enterprise to break uncontrollably into song. But the real danger is that the field is expanding and beginning to impact other ships, allies, and enemies alike. Jason, I have to admit something.
Yeah.
So, my wife is really into theater.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Musicals.
Yes.
We've we've been, like here in town, our local off-Broadway tour thing is Gamage Auditorium, right?
Yes.
At ASU.
Very, very well known.
Seen many,
And the
yeah.
theater downtown.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Dodge maybe? It used to be called
performance
Dodge.
hall at the, oh my gosh,
Oh,
near the art museum. What am I thinking about? Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, it's just called like Phoenix Symphony Hall.
Yeah, Phoenix Symphony Hall. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good point. But for some reason, I've only ever seen like ballet there and
Oh,
operas
okay.
and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Um, we saw like the Nutcracker there, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, Gamage, I've seen many, many shows there.
Yeah.
For me, I really like stories. I really like entertainment. I have
Yes.
a very hard time following stories when it's sung,
Ah,
and
okay. Yes.
I always thought it was because it was too quiet in audit in like
Hmm.
like Gamage or whatever. But
Hmm.
um
Interesting.
it 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 appears that that truth transcends the venue,
The venue.
because
Okay.
I watched this episode twice. And the only time I could really follow what was happening is when it was not the singing parts, i.e. the non-emotional
Sure. Sure. Sure.
parts.
Sure. 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 Sure.
So you'll probably have to fill in quite a few blanks here, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, not entirely surprised.
Hmm.
Uh, this is probably one of the areas where your better half. Well, yeah, it is. It is one of the many areas that your better half and I actually connect on,
Yeah,
um, due to my love. So, with that said, I do have a bias. I am
yeah,
very biased with this. I am a West End theater, Broadway theater nerd. So,
yeah,
yes, by all
yeah.
means.
No, it's all good. And it's less so with plays. Like plays I'm better with.
Okay.
Like for instance, we saw the Harry Potter one, The Cursed Child.
Yeah.
We saw both parts, all 6 hours of it or whatever. I was completely locked in. Like I did not miss a beat. Like,
Yeah.
so I am capable of paying attention.
I'm not
Um,
questioning that.
but it's rare.
So,
It's,
it's not it's not uncommon, I don't think, because I've got many of friends, many of work colleagues that are also in your same boat. Love stories, love, plays, symphony orchestra, ballet,
yeah.
opera.
Hmm.
Don't love musicals, don't get musicals. And there are those
Yeah.
of us who love musicals,
Hmm.
and that there's a formula for musicals. So yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally understandable.
Well, anyway, here's the thing.
Okay.
So they find a subspace fold, the Enterprise does.
Yeah.
And Spock theorizes that it could triple the speed of subspace communication.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down a rabbit hole right out of the gate. However,
Okay.
I don't necessarily get the sense throughout the episodes we've seen of Star Trek across different series that there's necessarily been a weeks long delay in communication across space.
Uh
Because that's what they're canonizing in this episode, that it takes weeks to communicate across the quadrant. I don't feel like that's consistent with.
it is not consistent. Yes, you are correct. So we did run into it in Enterprise. However, that was given a pass just because new ship, new communications, whatever.
Well,
Um
early in the timeline
yeah,
too.
early in the timeline too. Right,
Yeah.
right, right, right. Thus far, no. In the future, in other series, Yes, it is definitely something that is not always consistent, but hey,
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
what are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the plot hole and say that's only true for this little pocket of space. There isn't, a probe or a satellite or whatever, um, one of those deep space relays or whatever they're called. And thus, that's true for this little pocket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it could be.
Yeah. So anyway, um, they so they're like, great, let's do this. And then they're experimenting with it and it's not working. So then the engineer that replaced Hemmer, who I can never remember her
Mr.
name.
Scott.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
There's something
Shoot.
about her name that's really, is it Pelia? No,
Yeah,
not
it's
Pelia.
Pelia. Yeah, 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 it's Pelia.
Is it? You
Yeah,
sure?
it's Pelia. Yeah, it's Pelia.
Okay. She suggests, hey, well, let's use something more universal. Let's try music, harmonic frequencies. Maybe we'll have a better chance there. And so they do that. A chunk of a like an improbability field comes out, and basically what's happening, I think, again, having a hard time following, is that there's the idea that there's like infinite alternate universes. In one of those alternate realities, um, everybody sings when uncontrollably. And so this fold being a gateway to all those alternate dimensions, um, now a piece of that has now enveloped the Enterprise. And so they're now subject to the laws of that other dimension. And so specifically, anytime there's strong emotion, the person can't help but to break out into song.
Yep,
And so,
which was beautiful.
yeah. And I do really like that they like gave an in-universe explanation for the singing.
Yeah,
Like out of universe, we know they just wanted to do a musical.
right.
Yeah,
And like I said, I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole.
yeah.
But the reason I kind of laugh is because as a theater nerd,
Hmm.
like I said, there's a formula that they followed it, and
Oh
and
yeah,
like you said, it was beautiful that they give the in universe like reason for it. But I loved it that there is this formula in musicals that most musicals follow, that every character breaks out into song when they are feeling happy, sad, whatever the case might be, and express
got
it
it,
through song
got it.
individually, and then yeah, as a cast and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Well, so yeah, they're breaking out in a song. They're aware of that they're singing uncontrollably. So a lot of their songs are like one of the songs literally the refrain is why am I singing?
Yeah,
Um but yeah, so obviously they're all freaked out. It's only a few of the characters at first, but soon this is happening all across the Enterprise. And they, they regroup. They're like, they figure out what happened. They're like, well, how are we going to fix this? And Pike's like, let's just blast it with a torpedo. Spock's like, let's do it. Let's experiment first. So their idea is they're going to get a piece of the matter that's there, and they're going to try to blast it and to see if that has the impact. They're going to like run an experiment. Um, obviously it doesn't go swimmingly at first. Um, and so eventually they kind of decide that they need to lean into the singing.
Baka no
And
Hora.
yeah. And so ultimately the singing saves the day.
Yeah.
Um, and so, they have a whole ensemble piece at the end
With Klingons.
with Klingons. And that is one thing that happens is that this affliction spreads across
Yeah.
Starfleet. And so,
The entire galaxy, I think, is what you meant,
yeah, entire
because it
galaxy.
also impacted the Klingons.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I wasn't sure if that's just because the Klingons were in the area, but I know that I know that like I think it wasn't through the communications system that all the other Starfleet ships became infected with it. Could be wrong. But anyway, like you said, it's the whole galaxy. So now they have to save the galaxy by fixing this. And so, yeah, they determine that they need one big number, and
Woo!
they do it. They have one big number, they sing it, and it satiates the because at one point, this was trying to say earlier that at one point they attribute a certain like will of the fold, like the
Yeah.
fold like wants them to sing type thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little like okay, but anyway, they succumb to that. They do it, save the day. Everything goes back to normal. First question for Jason is Jason, who is your favorite performer? What was your favorite performance
Ooh.
in this episode? If you're not ready with an answer,
Um. Okay. I think. Oh. Uh. My. Fa- uh. My favorite performer was Celia Rose Gooding, Uhura.
yeah.
But I love this. And there are two songs: "Keeping Secrets"
Hmm.
on and the Kirk
Yeah.
uh, dynamic,
Hmm.
and then obviously um, I loved "We Are One," the big grand finale.
Yeah.
That to me is earwormy. That one you sing kind of like in the car.
Yeah.
Um, for me, in other like instances, like in Les Mis, "Master of the House" is one of those songs. It's a master of the house, tolling out the charm, growing up, yeah, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I would say Celia Rose Gooding. But you know what? I also really liked Ethan Peck's singing voice. I was a
Yeah.
little bit surprised by that,
Hmm.
and Christina Chong. I think those were my three favorite voices.
Yeah. I agree all around, all three. I think Uhura is obvious. It's kind of the obvious answer because she's just
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah,
Like she had a lot of range too. Her song started out um, kind of like pedestrian. And then by the end of it, she's just like belting out
yeah,
um and then with Ethan Peck, he has like such like I don't know, is he like a baritone? Like
yeah. I think
he
so.
goes
I
so
think so.
low.
I think
It was
so.
kind of incredible. And he would
Yeah,
switch from low to mid like really quickly. And I, I don't know. We watch all of this show, and you have no idea these people have these amazing singing voices,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And to illustrate your point, I am the X.
I don't
Yes,
know.
is the one. where he sings to Uhura after finding out Chapel has applied to that fellowship,
Yeah.
um, and she did not tell him that, you know, she kept that secret from him. Um, and that that she decided to prioritize the fellowship over their relationship with the song "I'm Ready."
Hmm.
So yeah, and then later, as we leave the bar, remember Spock later sings to Uhura about the end of a relationship with Chapel, and I think it's called "I'm the Ex."
Okay. I
Yeah.
believe you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, the one song that I really liked from Uhura was "Keep Us Connected."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's the one where she's like belting it out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one that I couldn't remember. I was like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, what is
Yeah.
that song called? And I believe it's called "Keep Us Connected."
Um, one thing that was cool about this episode was like because they needed emotional moments
Yeah.
to initiate the plot device. It was cool that they it was this confluence of all of these character arcs, the La'an and Kirk romance
Yep.
and how, she feels like she can't act on these feelings that she had of this version of him. Um, and it's like, these genuine, strong feelings from someone who oftentimes just has a very tough exterior. Um, and you like really feel for her, like how she's opening up to him and, you know, when she's dealing with that, she sings the relationship with Spock and Chapel, Uhura's doubts about like her place, um, just on and on. All of these arcs I feel like kind of came together in this episode. I thought that was really cool.
Ooh, are you catching the sickness?
Uh, I mean, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that I struggle to understand them.
Sure, sure,
I
sure.
like, and I know this about myself, and I'll go and I'll be like, okay, this time I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna force myself to not space out.
Oh,
Like, we saw Wicked this last season for
yeah.
the first time. I had never seen it.
Okay.
Um, and it happened, man. I lost. I literally just start
Huh.
spacing out thinking about other things because I can't focus. And so,
Huh.
and it's not that I'm not having a good time. There's just something about that loses
Try
me.
something else. Instead of going in
Hmm.
and try something else. Instead of going in trying to focus like on every word or every music note or every line of dialogue,
Yeah,
just go in, sit back, relax, and just enjoy the show. Because it seems like you're just having. This is what I tell people who go to Shakespeare, like who are going to Shakespeare for the first time. They're like, I'm trying to like, they'll come back and be like, I didn't understand a word, tried understanding the English. Not for your first time.
yeah,
Like you have to kind of study it or
yeah,
not. Just go in, enjoy it, and then come back and read about it later on.
yeah,
And maybe you'll get more enjoyment. Just go there and try to kind of lose yourself in it
yeah.
because you're not going to hang yourself on everything word for word.
Yeah, and I have noticed like a big part of my wife's experience is she actually listens to the soundtracks and
Yeah,
has repeatedly. And I think that feeds
yeah,
into it.
yeah. Well, not only that, but like she probably has soundtracks of her favorites that she
Yeah,
loves just to listen over and over again.
right. Yeah. Well, anyway,
So yeah, the next time don't try to hang on and
Hmm.
use so much brain power to like take it so seriously. It's not like a Shakespeare play. It's not like a play where you kind of have to focus.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's not about the plot, is kind of
yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah. Just a suggestion.
Yeah. Um, okay. Well, yeah, we're totally in agreement on the performances. Um, I would love to know like what these actors' previous singing experience was prior
Yeah,
to this episode.
yeah.
I didn't look it up. I don't even know if that information would be out there, but I imagine they had formal training at some point prior to this episode. Um, Seems impossible that that's not the case, but I could be wrong. Um,
Maybe, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Anson Mount or um
Rebecca Romaine,
Rebecca Romaine, thank you,
yeah,
or Nurse Chapel. I forget her name, but yeah,
yeah, yeah, I agree. Those three did not have like big numbers or
yeah,
whatever. Um,
yeah. Gooding and Peck, I think, might have,
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. Um, well, what did you think about this episode? Rating time, ranking time.
Wow, 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 wow. Actually, before I get to my ranking, I did want
Yeah.
to go back and I did want to point out
Hmm.
that there is a minor thing that I caught. Okay, for La'an and Kirk,
Yeah.
Kirk is canonically, we don't know when,
Hmm.
but in some time, Kirk is involved with Dr. Carol Marcus.
Okay.
She does have a son named David,
Okay.
but she keeps him from him.
Ah, this is from the original series or movies.
Yeah, bit of both. Bit of
Okay.
both.
Interesting. Yeah, so we didn't talk about it, but La'an reveals her feelings to Kirk, and he says, "I should tell you, I'm in a relationship. It's on again, off again type thing, but at the moment we're on again, and she's pregnant. So
Yeah, so that
breaking La'an's heart.
yeah, so that part I am that doesn't track canonically
Okay,
because Kirk doesn't know and doesn't meet him until
interesting.
later.
Got it. Okay,
I'm just saying.
yeah. Huh. Hmm. Okay. I mean, like when
And
he does
now
find out about him or meet him, if they make a big deal out of it, like
they
I
kind
can't
of
believe
do.
I have a son. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
then
they
that's
do.
definitely a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem.
Unless this like, singing disease affects memory,
It
but
could,
obviously he
could,
knew about it before this episode,
it
the
could.
events. Yeah. Okay.
Um, and it's also possible, you know, um, that they build in, oh, it was with somebody else because it's on again, off again.
Right, right.
But
So he has two bastard children, is that what you're saying?
no, is what I'm saying is that she potentially later on to clear this
Yeah.
tells him, oh, it's not yours.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
later on
Finds out it is his.
in the
Yeah.
film, in the films, that it is his.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Um, yeah, that's the only real like oh, and then it is cool that James Kirk is promoted to first officer of Farragut.
Right. Yeah,
So we are getting closer and closer to Pike's end on the bridge of the Enterprise, to potential to Kirk's spot in the chair.
for sure. I mean, season 4 is the end, right?
Ah,
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Do we know what a switching gears? Do we know what a Heisenberg compensator is?
yeah, it's mentioned in a bunch of episodes. Um, and it's like it has something to do with the transporter and quantum physics of, I think it's Heisenberg's uncertainty principle,
Yeah. Hmm.
allowing matter to dematerialize, basically transport, basically dematerialize,
Got it.
transmit, and rematerialize.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Heisenberg just sticks out to me because I'm a big Breaking Bad fan.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah. Um, what else? Anything else with this one?
Um, not not really. The only thing, again, the only thing I really want to touch on is like I'm a little I'm a little hurt for Spock that Chapel decided to go for the Fellowship and not. Man, she's really flighty, and yeah, I'm not like, which is great, which is fine. I think it's just do what you're gonna do, but if you're in a relationship, tell your partner, please. So I have lost a little bit of respect for Nurse Chapel.
In her defense, she wasn't not telling him out of neglect. It was not wanting to have to choose and to protect the relationship, even though, like, in the short term,
Yeah,
she wasn't thinking long term.
yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that. And what are you
Like,
gonna hurt his feelings? You can't have both.
but I mean,
I mean, I guess you could.
I'm just saying it's better than not having feelings and like not caring about how much it would hurt him. If anything, she was doing it to not hurt him, even
Yeah,
though even though she was totally aware eventually it would hurt him. She was
yeah,
delaying the hurt.
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't love that part. I'm like, ugh. But that's a small thing. I'm like, it's gonna come to head. Let's have this conversation now.
Yeah, this is one of those things I can't wait to get to the original series so that can learn more about their like where they
The
land.
dynamic between the two, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, very
because like
different.
things that I've seen of Spock, I don't think he ends up with her.
No.
So yeah,
Oh,
that's
no, no, yeah, no. Maybe, yes, maybe, no.
anyway.
But okay, rankings. This
Yeah,
is gonna be biased.
yeah, it's okay.
It's Captain's episode. 4 pips
Wow.
out of 5, out of 6. Sorry. Yeah, 4 pips. I'm a musical fan. They took a bold choice, very bold,
Yeah,
and I think this is the only Star Trek franchise series, whatever you want to call it, that
Yeah.
could do this
Hmm.
and do it okay, and it would fit the broader arc theme to
Yeah.
this.
Hmm.
I don't. I've been going back in my head. I'm like, could the original series have done this? Could TNG? Could DS9? I don't know.
No way. There's no way.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I
yeah.
think Next Generation could have.
Maybe, maybe, maybe. Um, yeah, maybe. I think that would have been hilarious to see Worf sing. That would have been hilarious. Uh, and Picard. Uh, although Picard did sing a little bit, but not this much. Um, and I love that they used it to push the the deepest emotions to tell a story through singing and through the vehicle of a musical. I thought they executed that brilliantly. And like I said, they took a huge bold chance, and I think they executed it brilliantly. Because it could have, in my opinion, it could have fallen on its face, and you could have been like, "Oh, that wasn't." But yeah, what about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. I enjoyed it very much. I definitely was moved by it at times, even when I wasn't totally understanding what was going on. I did think that some of the lyrics were a little weak,
A little
but
bit.
I attribute that to they didn't have as much time as
Yeah,
one would to actually create an actual musical that would
yeah,
end up on Broadway and tour around, which could take probably years, I assume,
yes,
versus I don't know, maybe they had months or a week or weeks to do this one. So
yes. I agree.
give them a free pass. But that took me out of it a few times. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a very good episode. I'd give it, man, I don't like giving out A's. I'm gonna give it an 89.9%
Ooh.
using
Okay.
American grading.
Okay.
Because I know in the UK they use like S's and stuff like that.
Yes.
Here in America, A is the top.
Yeah.
So
89. Is that a B plus?
yeah, B
Okay.
plus,
Okay.
B plus.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, anything else?
Anything else?
Episode?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
I'm excited for the next time we get together. It's last episode of the season. Um,
Yeah, be
it's
a
called
long one.
Hegemony,
Oh
so it's
wow.
gonna be Gorn, bum bum
Yeah,
bum related. So yeah, we'll see.
cool.
Should be good.
Good stuff. All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah. Unless there's nothing in the Star Wars universe.
Well, there's a thing I sent you earlier about Galaxy Edge
Yeah.
reinventing itself to include other time eras and characters, and which I'm all for. I always thought Galaxy's Edge, the ambition of, creating this like new story, I feel like they never really stuck the landing on it. Like you walk through Galaxy's Edge and you don't really get the story as its own thing. You just kind of feel like you're in the rise of the whatever. I don't even know what those movies are called anymore. Force Awakens, whatever. You feel like you're like, is this in Force Awakens or Rise of Resistance or Rise of Skywalker or whatever?
Yeah.
But you end up not caring. You're like, I don't care. It looks Star Wars. And I guess ultimately my point is I think it would have been cooler to be in Mos Eisley and
I
go
agree.
into and go, and see the Cantina band like
I
full
agree.
on, even though they have the Cantina there in Galaxy's Edge, it would have been cooler if they just created a replica of
I agree.
things that we know from the movies,
I
right?
agree. I agree. Actually, funny story. On top of that, I was bugging the crap out of Angel
Hmm.
that hour that we were in the cantina just going do 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 do
Yeah.
do do, and I'm like, why isn't that here? And I'm like, and now that this thing that you sent me today,
Yeah.
uh, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That it's only the Disney J.J. Abrams verse.
Right.
I was
Right.
like, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm glad that they're like coming to that realization. Like, it was a cool idea to create basically the fourth chapter. I'm interpreting it as that,
Uh
you
huh.
know. But I mean, like, really, like, I mean, you were there. Could you tell me what that story was of that? And see, like, that's the thing is like, anytime there was a story element, it would really just was the Disney movies, like, Rise of the Resistance or Smuggler's Run. You just kind of felt like you were tying into a side story of those movies and not necessarily a fully fleshed out new thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep,
yeah, and I feel like it would have been better to just go with the route of just pure fan service. Hey, you're on the Death Star now, or you're on Jabba's barge, or whatever. You know what I mean? Just like, who cares if it's not canonically all making sense? I mean, like,
yep,
we just got off of spinning teacup, like giant teacups,
yep,
and like, like these things don't need to make sense to be awesome.
yep.
So
And actually, it's funny that you mentioned that too, because I was like, ooh, Smuggler's Run, the Falcon one.
yeah.
I was like, this would have been a little bit more exciting
Hmm.
if it was the Rebel assault on the Death Star and you're flying the trench,
Yeah,
or not, you know,
exactly.
in and out of the trench.
Exactly.
But I'm an old
Yeah.
head, and but yeah, to your point, yes, I thought again, I was only there for less than half a day,
Yeah.
because we did the other parts of the park, and we were only there for a day.
Hmm.
And I only been there once. You've been there
I've
twice?
only I've only been there once
No, but
to
how many days did you
Galaxy's
spend?
Edge. Um, two, I think.
Okay, okay, 2 days. Okay,
Yeah.
so I did think I was like, oh, this is kind of limiting, but I didn't necessarily make the cue or call or the connect the dots that I was like, oh, this is just the Disneyverse.
Right. Well, it's a little hard to because Chewbacca's walking around and
Right,
there's an X-wing there and the Millennium Falcon is there and
right.
but um like I totally agree. They should have done the Death Star trench because, like, could you even tell me what the story of Smuggler's Run was at this point in time? Like, I remember flying under an arch. Um, Actually, we didn't fly under it. We crashed into it on accident.
We had to get some things or people
Okay,
from land. No, from space to land. We had to land somewhere on a planet. Or
okay,
did we start on the planet and we had to get it up to the ship?
okay.
Or planet to planet?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I thought I
Yeah.
did, but I don't.
See, I think this proves it just doesn't work, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just my
yeah.
opinion. I just remember when they introduced it, they're like, "Hey, this is a whole new story and it's going to tie into like books and whatever other media." I just don't think it works. I think it should just be pure fan service, and I think they should just bring back stuff from the original trilogy.
I agree. I agree.
I don't know. Maybe and also I could be totally wrong. If you're listening to this, watching this, feel free to chime in, call me an
Yeah.
idiot, tell me what I'm getting wrong.
Or we're just old.
Or we're just old.
We're just old and we like the older stuff more than the J.J. Abrams verse or the Disney verse.
Right. I mean, I know I've talked about it before, but Rise of Resistance is the best ride I've ever been on. So don't get me wrong, I'm not ragging on the whole thing. I'm just saying there's a huge
Yep,
sections of it where I feel like it could be even more awesome.
yep, I agree.
So,
I agree.
all right.
All right.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening and watching. Please follow us and subscribe if you like. And until next time, live long and prosper.
And may the force be with you.
See ya.
All right.
Bye, Jason.
Have a good
Ha-
night, buddy. Have a good weekend.
You too, man. And next weekend, you think we'll be
Next
on
week,
again? Next week we'll be on again.
let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure our flight back is on Tuesday. Yes, we will be on. We get back on Tuesday night.
Sweet. Good deal, man.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Thanks,
Have a good
buddy.
one.
Good talking to you.
Yep. Always good
Bye.
catching up. Backs to Becky.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.